So let's move on now. And disgraced Hollywood producer Harvey Weinstein has today been found guilty of a criminal sexual act in the first degree and rape in the third degree following a landmark case which sparked the Me Too movement in Hollywood. Now, the trial wrapped up in New York just a couple of hours ago, with jurors reaching a verdict against the movie mogul. Earlier, the jury panel was at odds over two charges, asking the judge whether that they could be hung on one or both counts of predatory sexual assault against Weinstein. Let's now go live to New York to our i24NEWS correspondent Mike Wagenheim, who's been covering this story. Mike, lovely to have you on. Really such an explosive case, really captured the attention of the world's media. What more can you tell us about this conviction going forward? Where will Weinstein spend the night tonight?
Weinstein will spend the night in jail, and that's where he'll be spending a long time based on the sentencing guidelines under the convictions from the jury today. Weinstein convicted of first-degree criminal sexual act for forcing oral sex on a former production assistant by the name of Miriam Haley. That sentence is 5 to 25 years in prison. Weinstein also convicted of third-degree rape of an unidentified accuser who says that Weinstein raped her twice within the context of a years-long, otherwise consensual relationship, a relationship that was very hard for the jury to wrap its heads around, but eventually convicting Weinstein of third-degree rape, that is rape without consent, as opposed to first-degree rape, which is rape by force or threat of force. The penalty for third-degree rape, probation to 4 years. Weinstein was found not guilty of the two most serious charges against him, which were predatory sexual assault. Those also involved allegations from former Sopranos actress Annabella Sciorra, who claims that Weinstein raped her some 30 years ago. The statute of limitations had long expired on those allegations, but they could be used to promote the theory that Weinstein is indeed a predator with a pattern of this type of behavior. However, apparently the jury did not find Sciorra's testimony credible enough beyond a reasonable doubt, because the predatory sexual assault charges, which had to have Weinstein, or had to have Sciorra's testimony viable for those charges to be effective, they were pretty much thrown out the door. The jury finding Weinstein not guilty on those two most serious charges, which could have landed him in prison for the rest of his life. However, 5 to 25 years in prison for a 67-year-old man could very well spell life in the end for Weinstein anyway.
Certainly, Mike Wagenheim there in New York. We will be following the sentencing very, very closely.